Hello, hello, good people. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Make America Think Again with Shauna Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Down below, you can see the correct spelling of my name. My IG information is there. And then also, you have my Cash App. If you'd like to bless the channel, please bless the channel. It'll be highly appreciated. That is $ 1111 Oracle. Okay, so we've got to talk about this Natalie Harp story. Okay, I said I wasn't going to touch on it. It's not a big serious thing, but it became a big and serious thing when I found out that she did not have security clearance for an entire year. An entire year where she is the human printer, his human Binky. She is the bunny boiler of the moment. For all of you film fanatics or movie fans, and you remember the film where Glenn Close's character boiled the bunny, Fatal Attraction, that's what I'm referring to, the bunny boiler, Natalie Harp. So Natalie. I don't know. First of all, let me read you just couple of excerpts, a couple of lines from some of the letters that she wrote to the felon, okay? That gave me great pause. So this is one of the letters. I'm also sorry if I was an embarrassment walking the course in Scotland. The first day I was told there were no carts and that people walked, which is why I walked. The second day I was specifically asked by, and I forgot who his name was, but one of the main people who worked there. So she's talking about walking. If there is anything else I have done to cause you trouble, please forgive me. I know that some people have said I haven't been texting them back, and there have been some international cell issues. So here's one of the things that you should know about Natalie Harp. Leaders in other countries, from other countries, have been texting her. That's how close. It's not just close in physical proximity. That's how closely she has been working with the felon. Okay. They are going around Susie Wilds to get to the felon through Natalie Hart. And that is why she posed a security risk. This young 35-year-old woman knows everything. She has to know everything. They're contacting her via cell phone. And if they're not contacting her via cell phone, the felon is giving her or dictating to her things to write in letters, to write in emails, to put on their social media sites. So, and yes, Natalie Harp was responsible for the Obamas as monkeys. She was responsible for that as well. So, so she's talking about the texting the bag. I'm trying to get to this other line. So she's talking about, I've also known that I've been distracted all week, forgetting to eat throughout the days and even forgetting to sleep, and only catching a couple of hours at a time. I haven't been myself. And then she's talking about dwelling on the pain and loss of her father. And I started letting remarks of people who haven't bothered me before get to me, not because I care what others think, but because I see myself being lowered in your eyes and good opinion. That is the fear you see, because I never want to bring you anything but joy. And then she goes on to say, I'm sorry, she lost something else. She just apologized. Then she calls him her Thank you for being my guardian and protector in this life. Her guardian and protector in this life. She signs this one with all my love, Natalie. Have you ever signed a letter or an email to your boss or your superior with all my love? Have you ever done that? Listener, have you ever signed a letter to your superior with all my love? It's very interesting, this relationship that they have. Then there's another one where she's thanking him for forcing her to unplug. I want to get to the good part. Okay, so in this letter, she said, I had no idea how rapidly I was approaching burnout and, and starting to envy those whose only job seems to talk with you and look pretty. I want that job! Exclamation point. So many times I'm just trying to stay afloat with all that's coming in for you. I look like a hunchback who didn't have time to freshen up. At least you know what I should look like. She puts that in parentheses, okay? Plus, I miss when you used the days when you used to call during my talk show days. And we talk about everything and nothing. I want to get back to that synergy. We shouldn't have to talk about work all the time. Um, yeah. Something's very inappropriate about this relationship. I don't know if it's another uh, Monica, with Bill Clinton, Lewinsky. I don't know if it's a Monica Lewinsky situation or this is uh, I don't know, one of the leftovers from the Epstein Island. I really don't. She's 35. I think some of the other survivors that we are aware of that have been in the media, talking to the media quite frequently, I believe there's most of them around their late 30s, early 40s, I think. I don't know. She's not that much younger than them. So maybe she was one of the children that was on Epstein Island. All I know is this is very, very strange and very inappropriate. The communication between a at least from a subordinate to her superior. We can't see how he, the felon, has been responding to this, but it's very interesting, very, very interesting. Um, my biggest concern, well, let me say this. One thing is the hypocrisy. Okay. So Natalie Harp, she's 35 years old, no husband, no children. I thought the move in the Republican Party, the MAGA folks, I thought the move for them was, to have children, to get married, to be the trad wife. That's what, at least that's what Dr. Oz said. Dr. Oz said that y'all are under babied. And so people needed to get married and start pushing out babies. Why does that not apply to Natalie Hart? Does that not apply to Natalie Hart? Does Natalie Hart even want to be married? That'd be an interesting question, I think, would for her to answer. Um, and then secondly, the why was she able to go an entire year without security clearance, especially if she was going to be hands-on and so close to a lot of top secret information that she still has knowledge of. And clearly, this young woman is, something's not right. Something's not right with her. I don't know if this is a Stockholm situation. Um, a Stockholm situation, a Epstein Island situation, just daddy issues situation, but it's a situation. Something's not right with this situation, with this human Binky situation. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. We did see Melania. She reappeared after people started questioning their relationship. So we shall see. But I don't think Melania cares too much. I think Melania is kind of the mindset of, oh, let him be entertained by whomever, as long as I don't have to touch him or be around him. That's the energy she gives me. But she did reappear this week when all the human Binky and human printer conversation was centered around, conversation was centered around Natalie Harp. So we'll see where this goes. We shall see where this goes, but this is very interesting relationship, to say the least.